Hello, everyone. Hello. Good Monday morning to you. Welcome to another day, another week. This ends the month of October. Today does. And then tomorrow, can you believe it? Tomorrow is November. We're talking about making plans if you haven't already for the holidays. I mean, it's here. It's almost here. This year has definitely flown by, to say the least. This morning, I was reading in the Bible, and I read a familiar passage of Scripture. I just wanted to pass it along to you as well, and the thoughts behind the Scripture. Romans chapter number 8. The Apostle Paul writes there in verse 31, "What shall we then say to these things? If God be for us, who can be against us?" What shall we say about these things? All these things we're encountering, all these things that we're trying to deal with, all these things that keep stacking up. Just when we think we have one thing fixed and something else pops up, just when we think that we have one thing corrected, then we have to go and correct something else or recorrect it or recalibrate. Just because when you wake up sometimes and you're overwhelmed with all the things you got to get done, and it seems like then here comes another thing or two as well that is overwhelming you, just remember the Scripture today. What shall we say then? Here's what we're going to say. Despite all the things that's going on in our life, despite all the storms and valleys and trials and tribulations and being overwhelmed, if God be for us, and He is, then who can be against us? What things can be against us? If God be for us, we're going to be okay. If God be for us, we're going to be okay. Can I say it again? If God be for us, and He is, we're going to be okay. No matter what we're facing today, no matter how hard the situation is, no matter how stretched you feel, no matter how overwhelmed you feel, God is for you. And if God is for you, then what can really be against us? Because God is greater than anything that you face. God is greater than any valley, any trial, any mountain, any storm. He's greater than all of that. So this is what you can do when you get the bad report, when you're feeling overwhelmed, when things are not going your way, when you feel like the odds are stacked against you, and when the trials keep coming and the storms keep rolling in. Just get away for a second or two, or even 3 or 4 by yourself. Get away from it if you can at all, just for a few seconds. And sometimes I know that's hard. And just call on Jesus. Jesus, I need your help. Jesus, you promised me you would be with me. I need your help. And so if you can get away just for a few seconds and call on Jesus and ask Him for His help, and not lean to your own understanding and your own strength, but instead get away for a few seconds. Pull yourself out of the storm if you can at all. And sometimes, again, that's hard. But just get away for a few seconds, you and the Lord, and just say, Jesus, I need your help. I need your help. And your word says that none of these things are really against me compared to who you are and what you can do. If God be for us, then who can be against us? Jesus is for you today. You may feel like you're all alone. You may feel like you're battling life all by yourself. But I encourage you to call on Jesus today. Call on Him. He'll help you. He'll help you. God bless you. Thank you so much for watching Coffee with the Pastor on this Monday. And I hope you have a wonderful day.